Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy No Limit Dots here, back with another video. But before we get into today's video, I just want to remind you all out there that y'all are kings and queens, and I hope you're all having a very blessed day. But I'm back with another NBA 2K24 build video, and in today's video I'm gonna be showing you guys the top 3 best power forward slash swing slash back end builds in NBA 2K24. But nonetheless, this build, every single one of these builds I'm about to show you, it could play the 2s, it could play the 3s, it could play the 5s, because my 2 goals and my 2 missions always in each one of these videos is to save you guys money and to save you guys your time and effort from grinding a trash build. But last announcement before I show you these demigod builds, hey, it would be greatly appreciated if you sub to the channel and drop a like on the video. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So the position, of course, for all of these builds is going to be a power forward. The first one's going to be 6'9", with the weight being 231 pounds and the wingspan being 7'6". Now, before I do get into it, right, I'll give you guys a brief summary of the 3 builds in case you want to go ahead and skip ahead in the part of the video of the build that you want to see. This first one is going to be the most well-rounded. The second one is going to be the one with the highest three-pointer, and the third one has absolutely no three-pointer on it, right? So there, got that out of the way. Now let's start with the first build. Now the first build is not going to have the most finishing on it. All it's going to really have is a nice little 73 driving dunk, right? Nothing too crazy, but a little 73 driving dunk. You got yourself some slithery on bronze. Like if someone calls you on a cut, whether you're in 3s or you are in the 5s, you're gonna be able to dunk it. All right, that's all you really need at the end of the day, right? Then the 3 ball is going to be a 78 3 ball. We like that. We do like that. Hold on, time out. My bad. Your wingspan is 7'6". Your wingspan is 7'6" with a 78 3 ball. All right, there you go. Now moving into the pass accuracy. As you'll see later on in these builds, every single one of these builds has a high pass accuracy, but it also has very high defense. So when you get that board, you want to be able to launch that ball down court to your leaker teammates, but also you want to dot some people, right? So you're going to go with that 87 pass ac, which is going to give you that gold break starter. Now, when we're talking about power forwards throughout NBA history, right, you got your power forwards predominantly, especially in today's game, you got a stretch forward, right? A guy that could play defense and that could shoot the ball and space the floor, right? With that being said, I feel like we perfectly got that with that pass accuracy, little to no finishing. We got the 3 ball, and then going into the bread and butter of all of these power forward builds, the defense, right? So we're first gonna go ahead and give ourselves 82 interior defense, with your perimeter defense also being an 82 perimeter D, right? Go ahead, 82, and then your steal is going to be an 85 steal. Now, what I will say so far with steal, what we've been able to observe is that plucks are pretty overpowered. Lanes, it takes more skill. It takes more skill for lanes, and blitzes are kind of non-existent right now. But unless your block is going to be a 92 block, because you want to be able to hold down that paint, get yourself gold anchor. Then moving into the defensive rebounding, which you want to prioritize over offensive, regardless of what build you are. Only if you are a center, that is the only circumstance where you would want to prioritize offensive rebounding over defensive, right? So your defensive rebounding is going to be a 93, with your offensive rebounding being an 83 as well, right? So go ahead and you move into the physicals. Your speed is going to be a 77. Then your acceleration 62, your strength is going to be a 90, okay? 90 strength. Then your vertical is going to be an 85, and then your stamina is going to be a 95, just like that. And then the rest you want to go ahead and throw it on free throw with the 68. So that is going to be one of the top 3 best power forward builds. Go ahead and continue and see what the shades of the build are going to be. You get a piston, a calf, and a Boston Celtic. You got David. Somebody told me, I think you pronounce it the Boucher. Then you got Evan Mobley and Al Horford, and you are a glass cleaning 3-point threat. Go ahead and edit the build. Let's move on to the second build, which I said is going to be a build with a much higher 3-ball than all the others. Well, the third one isn't going to have any 3-ball on it, but for this one, we're going to go 6'10". Your weight is going to be 228 pounds with a 6'11 wingspan, right? 6'11. It is a drastic difference in comparison to the first and what will be the third build that I'll be showing you. But go ahead and advance, clear the template, start from scratch. Right now, your driving dunk, which is going to be very high, it's going to be an 86 driving dunk. 86, right? Then you move into your 3-pointer. Let's see how high we're going to go. We're going to go all the way to an 85 3-pointer, which gives yourself gold catch and shoot, gold corner specialist, and bronze limitless range. All things that are very, very good, obviously, in 2K. Then moving into your pass accuracy, just like the first and the last build, you're going to, actually, the last build might have a little bit of a different pass accuracy. We will see. But your pass accuracy is going to be an 87, right? If you like to play park over rec, or pro-am, obviously you're going to want to lower the pass ac. It does not have to be an 87 pass accuracy, but honestly it does come in handy. It really does, even when you're playing park. Interior defense, you're going to go ahead and give yourself an 81 interior defense, with your perimeter defense being an 80 perimeter defense. Then moving into the steal, you're going to want a 72 steal. So obviously it's not that high, but it can't be that high due to, of course, your wingspan being 6'11" and having that 85 3-ball. I do like this builder because you can't have everything, right? You have to give and receive. It's a little bit of sacrifice here and there. But moving into the block, you're going to end up getting an 87 block, which is going to be good enough for silver anchor. And then the defensive and offensive rebounding is going to be an 85 defensive rebounding with a 75-0 board. And then the physicals on this build, 74 speed, that's just really, really good. 74 speed, 60 excel. Your strength is going to be a 90. Yeah, it's going to be a 90, which should make up, I guess, for the other deficiencies in your defense. You know, you'll definitely be able to box out and stuff like that. So 90 strength, and you won't get back down as easily, or you shouldn't get back down as easily, which will help out with only having a 6'11 wingspan. Then your vertical is going to be an 80, and your stamina is going to be a 97 stamina, which should get you that gold workhorse, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, it doesn't get you that gold workhorse, but we're gonna go ahead and put our free throw up here. All right, so these are the final stats for the second build. As I showed you, as I just edited a little bit, just threw a couple standing dunk and the free throw, but everything else is literally exactly the same. Go ahead and continue. Let's see what the shades of this build are going to be. You get a Hornet, a Celtic, and a Memphis Grizzly. Derek Coleman, Al Horford, and Jaren Jackson. You know what's crazy? You are a diamond inside out threat. Okay, I kind of like the sound of that one. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've really seen that build before, if I'm being honest. Let's go ahead and edit build though. Moving into our last build, right, which I said is gonna get no shooting. So you're gonna want to go power forward, obviously, 6'9" height. Your weight's going to be 235 pounds with your wingspan being 7'7" wingspan. Go ahead, clear the template, and then you're going to go with your driving dunk. This is where I'm going to show you. I told you guys, you get no shooting, so obviously you're going to get the most finishing possible. This could obviously, it's honestly, this is kind of a hybrid of how you could play this, right? This build, obviously, it's going to play the 2 position in 2s. It's going to play the 3 in 3s. But it could play the 4 or the 5. If it's going to play the 4 in rec, right, you're going to have to play a specific, very creative play style. That's all I'll say, right? Because obviously it's tough to not have a build that's going to shoot, but you can make it work. Trust and believe. Then so that's going to be the finishing with 82 standing, 94 driving dunk. Your pass accuracy, I lied. We're not going to go to the 92. We're going to just stick at the 87, which I think is a sweet spot. Get yourself bailout. Doesn't cost a whole lot, between 86 and 87. Then with the defense, what we're going to do here It's a lot of the same stuff, honestly. You're going to go 92 defensive rebounding. Just obviously switch these around if you would like, just depending on what game mode you're going to play the most. Your block is going to be a 92 as well, with your steal being an 85 steal, right? 85 steal. Perimeter defense is also going to be an 85 perimeter D, with your interior defense being a 77. Then moving into your physicals, you want to go with a 74 speed, a 65 acceleration, with your strength being an 84 strength, right? Your vertical is going to be an 87 vertical, and then your stamina, you want to go ahead and put this to a 92 stamina, and the rest of it you could honestly go ahead and put it all on offensive rebounding, up to an 81 offensive rebounding. But if you really want, right, you could go ahead and lower this to like 80, lower your speed and accelerate. Actually, you can't lower your acceleration, lower your speed, lower your let's see, you could keep lowering your offensive rebound, but like you really aren't going to get much free throw. You could go ahead and get 51, and you could alter some things here or there, like some standing dunk maybe, if you really don't want fast switch silver. But fast switch silver is pretty solid. You can't lower your pass deck, and yeah, I think that's going to be the build, unless you want to lower your stamina and not get silver workhorse. Go 89 stamina and give yourself, wow, that's crazy how cheap stamina is. Not keep that, just keep it like that. All right, you can't shoot from the 3, you can't shoot from the free throw. That's tough luck. Okay, your shades are going to be a Rocket, a Cav, and a Nugget, and it is going to be Elvin Hayes, Evan Mobley, and Aaron Gordon, and you are called an interior scorer. Also, shout out to the Nuggets that they were able to get that NBA championship title. Very, very good for them. But nonetheless, guys, that is going to be the top 3 power forward builds in NBA 2K24. But if you did overall enjoy the build video, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And this has been your boy, No Limit Dots, and I'm out. Peace.